Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to continue this conversation about where was you at, Martin? There.
Oh, so like, yeah, it's. Are you? So you were getting the images of like someone with someone else. If you was with a partner and you know they've cheated on you.
Yeah.
And you're like got images.
Yeah.
Going through your head.
I wouldn't lose the plot and want to go and beat him.
Because that was like, say it was like a one night thing, or she just kept going off and doing it, and he's like, I don't know who your man is or whatever, but you keep coming to me, kind of thing. That is what it is. You're not going to go, oh, it's all his fault.
No,
it's her fault.
No,
but if it was a work thing, and you went to, you're like, you know, little signs like, oh, who's messaging? Oh, it's just Jeremy from work, and then you go to the work and you meet him, and they have this little like chemistry. You're like, the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And then it comes out, then you'd be equally annoyed at her and him because she's been tempted by him, even though she shouldn't have done it.
You know what? I have never retorted to violence in any of these scenarios. For a start, I'll be the one getting in trouble. You know, well, I'm either going hospital or prison. It's one of the two.
I just think they can both deserve each other. And fuck off, and I'll leave you. Just don't talk to me. Just leave me alone. Get out of my life.
Go.
Yeah, I don't want anything to, and that's it. And if it's fine, it's like that. But if it's out in a street or something and you bump into it and it's a thing where you have to interact and then stuff comes up, it's like, look, you need to shut your mouth or you're going to get what you know you probably should have got anyway. Kind of thing happening.
You're best avoiding me.
Yeah,
if it's the dude.
We'll just avoid each other. Yeah, I don't want to talk to you. You don't want to talk to me.
You know, if you see me, cross the road.
Yeah.
Or look down or look away. Just don't make eye contact. I don't want to know. You know, because you're both scum. And as scum, and I believe in karma. What go round, come round. You know? So, for me, like I said, taking to violence is not the answer. Never has been, never will be. You know, take the higher road. You know, I know you're angry. I know you're upset. You're let down, disillusioned by everything there. And trust me, you'll be better for it. Because you've taken the higher road. Morally, you don't need to stoop. What the fuck?
When you hit someone as well, it never really makes you feel like... I've never done it and gone, oh, I feel so good now.
No, those are the crazy guys. Those are the ones that go into the army.
Yeah. Sometimes some they love it. Like, some people do love it. But
it's the Geordies. That's
never
the Geordies.
like you always feel a bit bad because you've hurt someone. Yeah. I think if you're a normal person, you feel a little bit bad because you've hurt them, even though they've done you wrong. You're like, I don't feel any better now. No. It's not solved anything.
No, I hate myself for being put there. Being put in that predicament. I hate myself for it. You know, I should have been better than that.
Yeah, I let you make me do that. Yeah, and now I'm a fuck up.
I feel guilty for what I've done. You know, because I got a fucking conscience.
Anger is a punishment we give to ourselves for other people's stupidity.
Mate,
I love that one.
Who quoted that?
I love that one.
Is that an Ollie site?
I wish.
Say that again.
Anger is a punishment we do to ourselves for other people's stupidity.
Yes.
And it fucking works, I tell you. When you get angry and you think, why am I angry? It's because that fucking idiot. And then you realise, I'm not going to do that to myself.
Hey,
it's a good one, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I love that one.
Very good, very good. Very good.
I don't think I remember that.
I use that. No, trust me, remember it. Trust me, next time you're angry, try and think of that. And it works.
Well, I just wanted to...
Anger is a punishment we do to ourselves for other people's stupidity. And you realise every time you're angry, it's always because of something that somebody else has done. And it's
always a stupid thing.
And the thing is, you're angry about it, but that was never their intention. And it was like, whatever they did was stupid and it was easy for them to do, but now you're like, and then you're like, oh, and then you realise you're doing it to yourself.
Sometimes they do it on purpose, though.
As if they could. I'm joking. Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen,
people don't get, by the way, my brain works.
If you're tuning in, please smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you know when we're going live. And what we actually do is after we also record these video in 15-minute segments of audio.
Audio.
Did I say it correctly?
Perfect.
Audio.
It was better before, to be honest. I like your older way.
Audio.
Yeah, you better Michael.
And
audio.
Audio. In the audio. That's the way.
Audio. I don't know how to say it anymore. I don't know what the right way is.
15 minutes, guys, and you can catch it, having a shower, taking a shit, or whatever, driving down to the shops. The 15-minute segments are on Amazon, Spotify, and some other podcast stuff. and YouTube, obviously. So please smash that like button. And share if you can, if you find it funny or informative. We're not a information channel or a sci-fi channel or a...
Just jokes, man.
Yeah, we just this is for us Friday night, like being down the pub. I know we got water and stuff. We're being quite good, apart from Ollie. But today, yeah, it's like being down the pub. We just chat whatever's come up and what's going on in the world, mainly in society. We drift off into other sections like conspiracies and politics and genderisms and we have a laugh and a chit chat about it. So welcome and thank you for joining us. And if you have any questions you want to fire our way, please put it in the chat on YouTube, and when it comes up, and if Martin finds it, we shall be able to respond.
Sometimes I don't turn up, but sometimes it does. Mostly that.
Does it come on the big screen or is it just on the little screen?
It's just on this little screen.
Because last time I saw it come on the big screen.
Oh, yeah, no, it does pop up.
It does pop up?
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I should change. Is it a distinctive colour? Is it like...
So it will be like 2 different colours. So like...
We need some ads, man. Let's get some ads.
The person and then the runner being green or whatever. Neon.
Okay.
It definitely pops up.
Okay,
but I'd have to be watching this while we're doing the whole podcast for me to see it. Sometimes I just
this is what I'm saying, Mark. I'm doing all, when I've got all that, I've got that there and this and that and asking, and it's like, man, the brain is everywhere, and this is why I forget. That's not really the reason, but I forget, But yes, so thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. We love your company. That's for you, Martin. I know you love that sound. Fantastic.
Pew, pew, pew. Ruins the song.
Guys, I wanted to put this to you. The fear of death. Does anyone have a fear of death? Because there's people out there that would openly admit that I'm not scared of dying. Bring it on.
I mean, if I was dying, I'd be scared. But right now, I'm not dying, necessarily. I mean, if I was close to death, then yeah, you're going to be scared.
Yeah. I've never, you know what? I've always said, yes, I fear death. I fear death.
Yeah.
But if you don't know, you don't know, you can't fear something if you don't know it's coming. Yeah. I mean, even though every day, every minute of the day, there's a possibility of something
closer, isn't it?
Yeah. Or the odds.
Or the odds of the last day. Yeah.
So I've never thought about it before. See, this is why I like this. I like this show because when someone says something and it triggers something, I've never heard it. I've never thought of it like that. I can relax.
Yeah.
I can relax a lot more about it thinking like that.
Yeah, I can safely say I'm not scared of dying. But at the same time, if I was dying, I know I'd be scared as hell.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm scared of dying when I'm dying, but I'm not dying right now, so I'm not scared of dying. That makes sense.
God forbid you've got some deathly disease and you're in bed and shit's coming to the touch of death is coming.
You're gonna have that fear, but at the same time, I'd still like to be a little bit rejoiceful as well. Like if you did have, if you're
Thank God you're taking me out of this asylum.
A little bit, yeah. I'd be a little bit excited as well. If there is something else, you don't know.
No, this is it.
I always I had this idea before as well, which I think they've probably done already. Whereas because you can't mess with the timeline. In the future, they could just come back and just take people's essence, the moment they die, and then just bring them into the future, and that could be what we think is heaven. But really it's just the future. And in the future, we need to colonize all the rest of the planets. We need more people. We can't make them quick enough. We'll just get some of the old ones, and they can just get them right before they die. Boom, and bring them back. I like that. I've always had that in my head.
I mean, if you think about if the soul goes on to be reincarnated,
they could just come back in time, take whatever they need. If it's part of your brain, part of your soul, part of all of that, and just take what they need, and just so you're just as you die, and then bam, they snatch it, and then take it where they need it, and then you're. What
would it be as a baby growing up?
No, it'd be the future in it. So you'd be, God knows what you'd be, gas cloud.
You'd be fully conscious of who you
fully
are,
of
where you came from.
But but for us, we'd think that's heaven,
right?
Because it'd be so far in the future, and they'd be so more advanced, or so more evolved, or whatever. But they might have mechanical bodies or whatever. But
so, in essence,
so that way they're not messing with the timeline, and yet everybody who lived get to still have this version of heaven. But really, it's just people from the future just saving people from the past, because they actually need more people. We need another 10,000 people to colonize that planet.
Is, if you think about
get them from there,
what is a spiritual being? Could it be these souls of the people that have passed? Could they just be the ones in limbo? Kind of like ghosts.
See, in my version, I was kind of avoiding the kind of... Like, I am a spiritual person.
Yeah.
Not so much religious, but more spiritual than religious. Or I'd say commercialized religion. I am religious, but not commercialized religion, because that's all just control. But I still have religious beliefs, but not on the commercial religion side. All of that stuff to me is just like laughable.
Yeah.
But that's the whole point of it, I think. The point I was saying was with that concept is that it kind of takes away the element of like afterlife and spirits. You know, it's kind of like a more based in like reality, even though it's far-fetched. In 5,000 years, it could easily be done.
Mate, listen, we spoke about, I think it was last week, the week before, in the amount of space from horse and cart to the rocket in 50 years. 60 years.
Yeah.
No, 50. It was horse and cart, what, the last two, what was it? 1893, some crap like that. Well, just say, you know what? Say 1900 to 1960.
It was the same with you were talking about the planes, weren't you, before as well?
Yeah, well, that's from the Wright brothers to modern day, you know, and that's taken like 50 years.
Yeah.
So when you say 5,000,
that's
far. Give it another 100. Because the thing is,
but the things that I'm talking about, one, time travel.
Yeah.
Two, I'm talking about time travel without actually.
Right. Let me tell you.
Without actually leaving your time.
Yeah. Okay. Let me.
Then
explain
I'm talking
that.
about. Then I'm talking about bringing certain elements. Through time. So okay, yeah, 5,000 is a long time. But then I'm also talking about a re-establishing either a biomechanical body or a completely
Ollie,
mechanical body.
I'm gonna 2 letters.
Go on.
AI. They're using them already for like to cure diseases. Do you know what I'm saying? They're smart. They've become smarter than man, and they've got the quantum computers as well to do these calculations.
Yeah.
But AI is, you know, like how technology. You're a tech guy.
Yeah.
Every 6 months, this will be out of date.
Yeah.
AI is like that every week.
Yeah.
It's just getting smarter. It can do these calculations that humans can't, you know, to tell with the stars and they're finding out so many things. It's kind of scary. So, no, not 5,000 years, 50 years, 100 years. This will be what you're talking about. This is just because it's possible. It doesn't mean they're going to make it available.
Exactly. And so the other point that I was making, why I say 5,000 years, is because it was more based on the necessity to do it in a certain time period. In 100 years, they don't need to do it. In 1,000 years, they don't need to do it. In 5,000 years, we don't know what has happened and where we are within the universe, where they're going to need more people than they can physically create. We can't get enough people. Where are we going to get more people from? Oh, we're going to have to get them from the past. That was my concept. It wasn't so much about
just like
having
that movie, Tomorrow War.
Well, I don't know, but they've probably already made. They've probably already made the movie. I don't know.
No,
but this is an idea that I've had in my head for a long time.
There's a movie. I tell you what. There's a movie called Tomorrow War.
Okay.
Right.
Probably
Tomorrow War, and it's this guy gets sent back from the
where
future.
it goes over and over again.
No, that's Edge of Tomorrow.
Tomorrow War it's like Chris Pratt. Is that one?
Yeah. And
I don't think I see this one.
The guy comes from the future to get soldiers to come back to the future with him. So he comes back from the future to the past.
Yeah. See, my concept was a little bit different in terms. It was about not messing with the timeline. It was about like being able to sort of snatch people at the moment of death and bring them to the future and reincarnate them there.
I'm just taking that one aspect that you said, which was we need more people here. We need more people. So they came from the future to get more people to fight in the war in the future.
And my idea wasn't so much about a war; it was more about colonizing different parts of the galaxy. We don't have enough people here.
I'm just telling you in the film, man.
Just telling you my idea.
I hear you. It's
I've got my own films going on in my head. I don't need to watch these movies.
I bet you.
It's called Hollywood, if you don't mind. Yeah.
Where's a round of applause?
He's definitely thought that.
Hollywood, I like it.
I live in Hollywood. I'm just a visitor here.
Dude,
I tell people.
We're coming to the end of the segment. Let me just pause let me just stop this, and we'll come right back. Thank you very much, guys. Hopefully there's some adverts on this.